fucking time. Well, I'll tell you what the time is. It's time to wake up, yeah. Pick a word, my friends. This conspiracy, feed it full of fucking lies, eating shit and spitting me. Suffocation round my back is rooted in my eyes. I got a fucking noose, you're hanging out tonight. Wake up, yeah. Time to wake up.
And welcome back to the Big Conspire, episode 107. I'm Lee.
Hey, I'm Chunk.
How you doing, bro? We're back.
Oh, man. I'm not black.
You're not.
Not in this day and age, man. You're in trouble. That was, yeah, I'm all right. Am I?
No,
I don't know.
You're not all right. We'll talk about that in a minute. It's
Okay,
been a
yeah,
while,
cool,
hasn't
man.
it? It's been a few months.
Been months since we did this because of certain thingy-majiggies. It was like, yeah, we were like, oh, we'll be back after, I'm going on holiday. And it was like,
We'll be back. We'll be back to talk about, what was it we was going to talk about? Fluoride.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a whole fluoride
Floridians.
episode ready. You had a whole big long episode. I remember reading it, thinking, God, this is going to go on all night. I better get a large bottle of vodka. And it never happened yet.
No, because you went on a holiday, and do you want to tell us about what happened?
Yeah, I went on holiday and got attacked by a great white shark and it bit off both my legs. No, I went to Santorini, beautiful Santorini. When I landed, basically, I developed a very bad case of Bell's palsy. So the side of my face got paralysed, and it still is paralysed. And that was the 31st of August. And yeah, basically, I couldn't shut my eye, couldn't talk properly. Thought I was having a stroke and dying in this faraway land of Greece. And yeah, basically, I got Bell's palsy, so I've still got it. Basically, so we're leaving the podcast because, well, this to be fair, this is the best I've been able to talk for months.
Years,
So
decades.
yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, yeah. So I was pretty much like Chunk from Goonies. Like I couldn't talk properly. I was having to hold the side of my mouth to talk and drink and everything like that. And
yeah, so that's the reason we haven't done a podcast, because we was trying to let Rick recover a little piece.
Yeah, which I've recovered a little bit. It was it's a very, 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 very slow process.
Yeah,
and they seem to know fuck all about it. Really, like the medical things. It's like the 7th cranial nerve is being swollen up or whatever, but they can't actually tell you. It's like, oh, it's just time. I feel great, just brilliant.
And I suppose if anyone listens to this and's thinking, did something cause it? It wasn't caused by what you think it might cause it, because you didn't have it. No, I didn't have anal. So
no, sorry. No, I didn't. I didn't have the jibber jabber. We can say that because we can say what we want.
Yeah.
Well, can we? I don't. You're not allowed to say anything now, are you? Literally,
Not
since
really.
we got since we had the since we've done the last podcast, this one there was like riots. Was there riots before in the UK? Or was it after that?
And then I think.
Was it happening at the time or something like that?
Yeah, it's roughly about the time. Sort of riots. Was it really riots? There was a few nights of
disorder,
unrest.
so they're like, we're going to arrest everybody, and if you mention anything on anywhere, I think
that's not really true, is it?
It's a bit true.
It's not really true.
It's a little bit.
That's what some certain aspects of social media like to say, but it wasn't. People were being arrested for committing crimes.
Well, people are being arrested for like filming stuff. Well, okay, I'll tell you what.
I don't think so.
There has been journalists have been arrested for reporting on the what's going on in Palestine, but that's not to do.
Oh yeah, but we was talking about England.
I know, but that is in the UK where they've gone and. So it's still an attack on free speech. It's like bringing some laws and they can use them for other things, etc. And people people reposting stuff that people are posting and getting arrested for shit like that. It's like, what the fuck? No, but seriously, I mean, us doing this, potentially, if you look at some of the stories that come out, I don't know anyone personally that's had issues with posting and stuff like that. But potentially they could go, oh look, you're spreading whatever to scare the population and you're lying and. You know what I mean?
They could
potentially
in the future. I'm sure it'll head that way.
for all our loads of listeners, whoever listens to this is for entertainment purposes only.
Well, of course, because we don't know shit, so it's not for
the truth.
It's
the
not
truth
for
is always
truth,
for entertainment purposes. No. Oh, hang on a minute. No, truth is not for entertainment purposes only. For entertainment purposes only, spread the truth. I don't know, something like that. Or what? I don't know. We don't spread truth. We.
What?
I don't know. What do we do? We just talk shit.
There was some posts. People got arrested for posts on social media for posting stuff
some bad stuff. Yeah, but some of it they.
No, for the most part, or from pretty much everything I've seen, it was for posting stuff that's against the law.
Yeah.
Under the terms of hate speech.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it depends what you look at, doesn't it?
Fault speech.
Well, I don't think that's
what about? I'm not sure, but
didn't that bloke get arrested for praying in his head?
That's right. You read my mind. Well, yeah, praying in his head. Yeah, like for standing.
Yeah, it wasn't out loud. He was just praying.
I have seen outside of near abortion clinics, or like in their house or whatever. Like what? I don't know. I mean,
I don't think he was. I think he was on the street across the road, like down the road from it, and he was just praying in his head, and he got arrested for it. I mean, that's an old story. I'm sure that's like months old.
Well, it's still a story, isn't it? If it's but it gets
but it's not. It wasn't like people would regurgitate and say, "Oh, it's the Labour government," but I'm pretty sure that was happened under the Tory government.
I tell everyone, it doesn't. It's the government.
Yeah, the government.
People don't. It's really Well, the power behind the power, whatever. And people, anyone, still say it a million times. There's not really. That's not the government. The government is something way beyond the government. And they're like. Yeah, but the Labour Party, it's like, fucking hell.
Well, there was so many posts on social media about, I don't know, whatever's going on. Stuff's not working properly. It's all the Labour's fault. It's like, well, they haven't been in power for 15 years.
Yeah, just 14 years. It's the system that's the fucking problem. Like, but it's got to be set up for like reform getting.
No, I don't think so.
Or like the British Nazi Party and the next
I'm not supporting them at all. If they get in, I'm not following any rules that they put down. I refuse.
Well, they can use this as evidence against you for their future.
I'm sure they
can. You're doing Stop November. My brother said he wasn't drinking all the way through November.
I wasn't.
I've just seen him down a very large jug of.
It's Coke
And whatever it was. Look what I've got.
Satanic cup.
I've got tea. Blessed be.
Is that a satanic cup?
Of course it is.
You know what that is actually? That is a stylized version of Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely, yeah. He is Beelzebub. Also, what was I going to say? I don't know. Can't remember what I was going to say.
It's been so long. Probably so much news has gone past and stuff.
Yeah. But, do you know what? What I will tell you, because you do that thing, have you had any dreams? What I will tell you, I've had some amazing dreams. But also what I will tell you now is I can't fucking remember. I sat here just before going...
Have you had any what did I say? Have you had any meaningful dreams?
Yes,
but you didn't write any of them down.
Like ultra-dimensional beings and all that shit going on, and like prophetic dreams, and I didn't write any of it down. And I don't know why. I was like, I waking up. I went away. It was even, to be honest with you, this last weekend, I went away to Canterbury to this lodge. Because you're away from all the concrete and stuff, I think you can pick up more stuff. And I had 2 nights of really intense, vivid dreams, like vivid, not lucid. And I can't bloody remember what they were. It was ridiculous because I was like, when you wake up, and I told the wife, I was like, yeah, but that's like means something to you or whatever.
Why didn't you write it down?
Listening. I don't know. But I thought I'd remember it because I was so like, wow. So wow. And no, gone completely.
Well, you're terrible. Literally terrible.
Pretty bad considering I've had since August to at least August to
and think of all the research of stuff you could have done for the podcast, for future podcast episodes. How much have you done? Nothing.
You know, it all blends into one thing. Do you know, honestly,
blends into one long day of playing cock-a-doodle.
I do a lot of that and like flicking on whatever, and just I play the guitar quite a bit when I can. And I did, to be honest with you, I thought, I'm going to use this because I knew I was going to be off. Well, I didn't actually. I thought maybe a couple of weeks, to be honest with you, but it's gone on and on because I haven't been able to work because I drive for a living. So I can't blink out of one eye. So it's constantly either blurry because I have to put drops in it or dry, and that's just not safe for me to drive as a living. I could probably get in my car. I haven't even driven my car. Yeah. I mean, I have to put sunglasses on when I go out because I can't scare children. Yeah. It's like trying to walk the dog at night. Sunglasses on, man. It's like, I know I can just get clear glasses. I didn't figure it out till the other day. I should just got clear glasses or wear like goggles outside.
Swimming goggles.
Yeah, swimming goggles. Yeah. Well,
with a snorkel.
I've got a snorkel. Got that for my shower, but I don't need to. I've worked out how to wash my hair backwards. Like.
Well done.
Oh, yeah, it's clever.
Evolution's amazing.
Turning round instead of having it in your face.
Facing the wrong way, or the other way. How long did it take you to work that out? Months.
2.5 months. Yeah, about.
Jesus.
I could because I don't know. Whatever. It's a mare. A fucking mare, but it is what it is. Everything for a reason. Don't know what the reason. Anyway, what was I saying? When I started, I was talking about like. It's supposed to be conspiracies, but whatever. I started when this happened. I decided I'm going to use my time when I'm off to do a business from home and sell shit online and do affiliate marketing, and it's not my thing.
Nothing.
Just nothing goes in. You know, you're just like it's just not my thing. Doesn't you know? You can have all the whatever ideas in the world, but if it's not your thing and it doesn't click for you, you just can't fucking do it. It's simple as that. So, you know, you can go, push yourself. I don't want to because I'm not interested in it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, there's that. But, I mean, I know I was going to be like, right, I'm going to meditate every day. Every day. I'm going to get fit. I'm getting fat. I don't know about fit. I lost weight, first of all, because I was a bit, stressed or whatever it was. Lost about 10 pounds, and then I'm just like, I feel so tired of so much. It's ridiculous.
More pounds on.
Yeah, I'm pounds on, man. I think. Maybe not too bad, but, yeah, a bit. So I don't know. I've because you see, because a lot of my, you know, the news or whatever you're looking at, trying to research stuff, and I just want it to. I don't know. I'm bored of looking at.
You want it to get better?
No, I want this. Not don't care about. I do care about this. I do want it to get better, but like, just happen. You know, spaceship, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Just come on, and this whole everything. We'll
move on to because they've been talking about UAPs again, haven't they?
Yeah.
Is it Congress or whatever? Before we go there, I got something that happened last week, earlier this week, maybe.
What to you?
Weird, yeah, like an.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
It's an experience. I don't know, but I was listening to a podcast about it's called Lodge Tales, and it's Native American. I remember his name. It's a good thing, but he talks to other native. He talks to other Native Americans about their tales and their encounters and things like that. And they were talking about alcohol, and he really believes that there's like alcohol spirits or alcohol demons that make people like alcohol and like infect them and stuff. I was thinking, I think he was talking like generational sort of spirits.
Like you drink alcohol and it opens portals into
that sort of thing. But also because it was one of the stories he's saying. I can't remember. There was like this man, and he was a alcoholic, and he drank every day, and he was speaking to him, and then the man said, "Oh, just go out to the table down like at the end of the garden. I know I'm driving around, so I'm missing bits of it." He says, and there'll be a bottle there. The man puts a bottle there for me, and he's like, "What do you mean that?" He says, "Yeah, the person puts a bottle there." So he went down there, and there was like a full bottle of alcohol there for him. And eventually, and he like brought it back, but eventually the man gave up alcohol and he became like a spiritual leader. And the Lodge Tales man was saying, I wish I could remember his name, he's saying he thinks it was like a spirit giving the man alcohol to stop him becoming, because they knew what he would do. He helped a lot of people, he became a spiritual leader and, helped loads of people deal with trauma and problems and stuff. And he thinks the alcohol spirit was giving him, or the demon was giving him alcohol to try and stop him from becoming this leader or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I was thinking generational demons, have we got anything, is there something attached to our family? What would it be? I'd be like, I don't know, probably like crappy with money or whatever.
Everyone's crappy with money though.
Yeah, but I just thought, if there's anything, it may be that, because none of us are rich and some of us should be. So that later that day I was thinking, right, so I'm gonna get rid of the, let's call it a demon, the money stealing, or the thing that's So I'll be really spiritual about it. I didn't do anything. I just was thinking in my head. And then I went to sleep and I woke up, with all these grand thoughts, whatever. I woke up in the night and I was laying there. And when I woke up in the middle of my forehead, where like you say, where you might have a third eye, it was just really like tingling and buzzing. I was like, wow, is my third eye opening? Is something being activated? And I was trying to, laying there in bed, I was thinking, no, what is it? Is this like an opening up? Will things change? Are you in the middle of the night? And eventually I fell back to sleep and I remembered it in the morning. I didn't have any like weird dreams or anything, but it was just a strange feeling to wake up in the night after thinking about that and then having this, maybe your third eye is tingling.
That's like your Kundalini was trying to.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing's changed, and I didn't have any other experiences after that. Or maybe it has. But I was open to the. I was open to the possibility of it.
Okay, I'm going to think about that now. Okay, okay. So I'm going to think about that. Maybe it's not a factor of attracting money. You can't because there's something sucking up money energy or something like that.
Yeah,
but there's a shield in a way. Like,
well, people talk about generational trauma. So is it something like that? I mean, it's just was shit with money and spent a lot.
No, because
spent a lot of money I didn't have.
Yeah, I mean,
was something making me do it? Then you're just blaming something else. But you know what I mean? If there is a blockage there, because you see people talk about all sorts of different aspects that are getting in your way, and you've got blockages or whatever. So it could just be.
I think I mean, you could say money, but I think when I think about that, I can go, money doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
Like it's not really something, or is it something on a spiritual level that is represented here? Maybe it does. Do you know what I mean? Because everything is represented here.
I think if you believe you can, do you believe you can create? If consciousness together can do, then obviously. Yeah.
I don't know how there's a key to it, and I can't work the fucking.
I think
thing out,
if you was what's the Neil Gaiman books, and then they made a TV show.
Oh, the start the Dream Man.
Dream Man. No.
Dream. Yeah. Oh,
Old Gods. Is it called Old Gods or something like that?
Gods,
yeah. But in that, I don't know if because I haven't read the book. But in the TV show, they got like technology God, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because of technology, people have created technology, or there is a God of technology because there's so much. But obviously, money is so much.
I mean, Justin Bieber character kind of like was the,
I don't know.
The
I can't remember now. Yeah.
Like something like that, or they was the Avatar stardom, or I don't know. It was weird, but I know what you mean.
But money's such a huge thing across the world that you'd think there would be some sort of, if things are created because of the amount of thought put into it, then you would think there would be a money thing, deity, or God or thing, a controlling or an aspect of it that's got consciousness, a conscious aspect of money. Let's call it that. Or greed. Maybe it's just greed. Maybe there's a conscious aspect to, or that's something different though. Maybe they're linked together. Maybe they're cousins.
I mean, it's like you don't like when you say, oh, like you'll have that little prayer to the money god or whatever. It's like, oh, can I just win a lottery? But I don't need to win too much. Just so you don't feel bad about being greedy. But you need to go, actually, I want it all.
You don't need, it's not greedy. The thing is, you don't need it all though, do you? Because
you don't need it all.
I suppose you could get it and give it away.
The block.
Yeah, probably is.
Block, because because we're different, I mean, you don't want it all. You just want enough to get on, don't you? Like that, really.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, you don't want that. You want to do what you want to do without having to worry or
about anybody else.
Shit out.
Ever.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like no, but you know what I mean. Everybody,
I do know what you mean.
Most people want that. There's a certain element or a percentage of the population, humans, if they're humans, that are not interested in that. They want everything. And I don't get that when when someone's got a. Why? I mean, I don't get.
We've spoke about it before.
We have, yeah, absolutely.
Where you just leave us alone, like leave the people alone.
Yeah.
To get on with stuff. You don't have to keep. You don't have to keep prodding us and making us poor and stuff. Just give us enough to survive and leave us alone. Go off to your island and do whatever the hell you want to do to each other, and just leave us alone.
I saw a little story the other day, and it was about. Again, it might have been TikTok. Talk about TikTok too much, but it might have been off on there. But when they give you little stories, it was about someone who'd been in a coma for a long time, And when they come out, they told a story. They were terrified when they come out because, and again, I don't know. Obviously, this is a story, so I don't know how true this one is. That when they were in the coma, they were basically just into the vastness of the void, and there was this giant, monstrous being, bigger than anything there. It just consumed our energy, and we were just batteries. And that's, he was having basically a near-death experience and realised that so when he come back, he was just so like
God, though, innit?
Well, yeah, but I mean, but consume, like an all-consuming, terrifying, almost Cthulhu-like thing. It didn't, it's no compassion or whatever. Just we're just here just to, which we know we've heard that thing about us being, to feed it. And apparently he was in his hospital bed, and it was during the 1970s. So I don't obviously again because this just doesn't sound right. How he was seen going into the car park, and then on CCTV, and then looking up and then disappearing apparently. But again, that sounds like far-fetched. Like he was like went up,
especially in the 70s,
and apparently exactly CCTV. Exactly, you can't even do it now. And apparently there's been quite a lot of different people who've had coma experiences and experienced that same being, and they've disappeared as well in the same. I'm like, that even you really fucked the story up now because you're really like, extremely whatever. But it does make you're like, I don't know, scary stuff.
That's a future podcast episode.
It is, yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, well, we'll look it up if I can.
Sucks people away after they've been in a coma.
But all right. So I was saying maybe I need to do a ritual to.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Don't touch rituals. Oh, do you know what? Shall I say about this?
Go on.
I said to you, and I texted you about it, and when I was on the plane, I was staring out the window, and I was, as you're a bit bored, like nodding off, whatever, and I was trying to summon UFOs through the window, and basically, I didn't summon any UFOs, of course, but when I got off the plane, my face started tingling on this side, and then later on that day, that's when I got my Bell's palsy. And I said, "Is that was it like I was trying to use my psychic powers and it backfired and?"
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no as well, but it was a bit. To be fair, I did have some symptoms of Bell's palsy leading up to this, which I didn't know about.
But in 30 years, there will be a story about a man on a plane trying to summon UFOs, and he saw a UFO, and then when he got off the plane, he got Bell's palsy.
Yeah,
that'll be the story.
Well, it is a story. It's true. True
story. Apart from you didn't see a UFO.
No, I didn't see nothing.
But in the story, there'll be a UFO.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Maybe I should.
And you will disappear eventually.
I won't do that.
No. The story will disappear.
The story will disappear.
In the story, you will see a UFO. You'll get Bell's palsy, and then you will disappear in front of a CCTV camera.
Got it. Yeah.
Wow. Dense, man. Dense.
Guess what?
I keep doing that to talking about TikTok. People post just dumb stuff all the time, like flat Earth stuff, and it's just getting worse. Like, I just write dense, and then that's the only comment I put.
I can't
remember what I put the other day. I put I put it on a comment. I put super smooth brained and dense. And the comment got removed.
Did it?
Yeah. Because I was calling them smooth brained, and which was like proper stupid, isn't it? Things that are smooth brained.
Flat brained. Maybe when I was looking out that window and I saw that the world was flat.
You're smooth brained.
Mashed my face up.
No, because I was watching a thing or someone talking about koala bears, and they've got like a really smooth brain, and they're also like really stupid. Because they've got a smooth brain, because it's like the folds that gives you more brain matter.
Right, okay, so they're smooth. What are koalas?
Koalas, yeah, they got like quite a smooth brain. So I just thought, whatever they were saying, it was some sort of flat earth thing, or I don't know. I put, super smooth brain, really dense, and just fucking comment got removed. I was like, oh well.
Anyone says like, what is it? About heart attacks or stuff like that, I just put, the heart. I say, it's like this thing that comes up like COVID is proved to cause all these heart things and myocarditis and whatever. I always put jibber jabber, jibber jabber, but I haven't been removed yet.
Oh, okay. Well, put smooth brain jibber jabber and then see what happens.
Smooth brain jibber jabber. That's it. Yeah, I can't remember that.
I presume it was for just like being abusive. I thought it was quite
really,
funny.
Wasn't you?
I suppose I was.
Got to respect everyone's
I'm not
opinions.
sure the person
Freedom
who
of
posted
speech
it,
and all that.
if they read the comment, I'm not sure they would have understood it anyway.
What, smooth brained?
Yeah. Smooth
because
brain.
they're smooth brained, they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Super massive, super dense blacks.
I'm still not down with the flat Earth.
It could be flat and round, couldn't it?
No, it can't.
Like, yeah, it could. In a multi-dimensional universe,
Yes,
a universe of infinite possibilities, it could be flat and round.
it could be.
So, these UAP things. Did you see anything about that? Did you look at? But
I've looked at a little bit, but it's
well,
mostly
the hearings
just
the last couple of days.
Yeah, it's just mostly repeating the same sort of stuff that's gone
Yeah,
before.
it was nothing new, was it?
No.
Like I can see, apart from them saying that most of it comes out of the water, which we know anyway. Like, you know.
Yeah, but that's
underground,
not new
in
either.
Earth. And they were like, it's going to be disclosed. It's not. You're never going to get it, I don't think, until something.
No, I think I don't
Apart
know.
from maybe
I just don't know if
Project
it's going to be
Breathing or
real.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if it's real.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Do you know? Sorry. Yeah, go on. Sorry, go on.
As soon as they say it, it's like, oh, aliens are there, I'll be like, nah, it's fake. I know I'm going to say it. It's fake.
Yeah, no, exactly. Unless I get shot by one, then it's still fake. It's just them, just whatever. It's all. So like, if they're real, then we'll be like, no, they're not real.
Hey.
If they're not real, gonna be like, no, they're not real. Do you know what I mean?
If you,
Yeah, just be like, God damn it, I'm here, and they're like, nah.
if
bro.
if they are, they'll be like, oh, there is aliens.
Well, there is. I know what you mean,
Okay,
yeah.
like these are the aliens. You got two. There's going to be two lots. Possible two lots. You got the ones when they come out and they look, because they're going to be vaguely humanoid. I just know they are.
Yeah, of course.
But they look ugly. Yeah, like that. Or they come out and they're like super sexy hot. Which ones?
Like a mysterious
which
universe,
ones are
all
you
of them.
more likely to think are fake?
Me, the super sexy hot ones.
Yeah, but they'll be
Yeah.
more accepted
Yeah.
by people. But
They'll
they're
be like-
more likely to be fake, aren't they?
They'll
Surely.
be like, ooh,
Yeah,
sexy hot aliens. And everyone want to look like one.
like the what's it? The original V series with the woman, the lizard.
Yeah,
woman.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
like
was
that.
like, yeah,
It was
it would
alright
be like that.
And,
But
yeah,
isn't that what they're like now? Like the you know, all the stars and that.
yeah, I suppose.
All hot, like sexy, super, whatever, and they're all pretty
Apparently,
much
they're all
just
men, though. Have you not seen that? Is that
super
on,
sexy men?
on? I think it's X mostly, Twitter X.
I'm gay then.
It's like, oh, Thingy Bob's got a bit of a look at her throat. It's like, well, yeah.
I was going for it.
Women also have what's called an Adam's apple or whatever.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they would be continuously swallowing fucking food down their breathing tube, or whatever. Have the same. Anyway, all the women, all the stars, every single one of them are men, apparently.
Okay, brilliant. Don't know what to say about that. Every single one.
Yeah, pretty much every single one.
Well, they've done a good job anyway. Whatever.
Yeah,
Look
a lot of them are
fantastic,
hot.
Mate, you look good.
Yeah.
Put it that way. I'm married, so whatever. But
Okay, moving on. Election,
What are you doing?
American election. Might as well go there.
Oh, what you being rude then?
It's-
Yeah, do you know, I did have an epiphany just before we started about Elon Musk.
Go
Because
on.
you mentioned about that. Now he's going to be in the Trump cabinet, if it's actually allowed to form. In the Trump cabinet, at some point he'll get made vice president. There, and then he is the future
He
president of
can't.
the United States. Hang on, he is the future president of the United States. People have been saying he is the Antichrist, so
But he can't be the
future
president.
Antichrist. Can't he? Why's that?
No, because he's not American.
Isn't he?
You have to be a
He's
natural
Australian.
American,
Yeah, he is,
don't
isn't
you? No, he's a South
Well,
African.
Obama wasn't, was he?
That's a different thing. I mean,
Oh.
officially he was. But
Was he
Elon
not-
Musk is not
His
American.
parents
He's not.
were like a South
Who?
African, weren't he? Isn't he? Elon
Who
Musk.
are we talking about?
South African. Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah, he's South African.
he? Okay, all right. I didn't.
I mean, he
realise
might have. I don't know if he's got American citizenship, but being an American citizen, you have to be a naturally born American to be president.
I'm
but
sure they can I'm
I
sure
have
someone can
seen-
change that.
No, there was. I think it was probably on Twitter. There was a post about Elon being the next president, and the people in the comments, obviously Americans like, yeah, this would be a great thing, and then people like, he can't be, he's not fucking American, and people's like, oh, it doesn't matter, maybe they can change the law. I was like, well, there you go. So what you just said possibly could be true.
Not being funny, if English football manager can be German, then anything's possible. Let's be honest.
I think, I don't know if it's, I saw, let's go back to social media. I was getting all our information from social media, must be true. There was a post where a woman was, I didn't see the speech, but Trump was put it out there to retroactively start being president from when he got elected, like from the 5th of November. I don't know if he actually done the speech, but someone was saying he's trying to push for that. Getting the Speaker of the House, is it, to put a law through to...
So you can take control.
I mean, this
now.
is me talking about American politics. I haven't got a clue if this is even possible. Where he's like potentially saying to the new speaker, "Oh yeah, put it through so I can become president now, and I don't have to wait till January."
It probably was because
it wouldn't surprise me.
You are terrified that they're going to, gazump him or put him in prison for some other.
I don't think they. No, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to put him in prison.
I thought there'd be more of a meltdown.
No,
America,
because if it had gone the other way, then you would have seen a load of shit, and that's the problem. I think you would have, but Democrats are pussies, so they're just like, no, they just respect the democracy, I suppose, more than the other side. And there's probably people just saying, that's not true.
Well,
I think it probably is.
Again, don't care much about American politics apart from it affects the entire fucking world, right? How did Biden get 20 million more votes in the last one than he got than there was around now? Have you not seen that?
Yeah,
20 million votes, like missing, considering everyone come out and voted. It is definitely a bit odd. The last one, how he got that many votes, the most votes in
maybe there could be
electoral history.
It could also be,
and a lot of it was from postal voting, weren't it?
A lot of people now are like saying, a lot of people this time just didn't want to vote, maybe
because they're so disgruntled with the.
Well, I didn't vote.
Well, I'm not American, so obviously.
No. In our election, I don't really support any of them.
Yeah, but our actual thing was way down, wasn't it? The what do we call it in this country? The
voter turnout.
Percentage. Yeah, the voter turnout was fucking horrendous.
That's what they call it the same probably in America, but
probably do. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a lot of votes. It's a lot of votes.
Also, I don't know. They're also, going back to social media, people are saying there's some dodgy stuff going on with the voting. Not so much because a lot of people, if you do a certain type of, I don't think if you go in person, but if you do like postal votes and early voting and stuff, you can check it up. A lot of states, your vote, you can see what happened. No, a lot of people are checking their votes and then votes aren't showing up, or they're either not there or they've been like thrown out.
Right.
But also,
both sides, isn't it?
The counting hasn't even totally finished yet, has it? They're still counting them now.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are, not a lot, there's like social media, so you don't know, do you? Just whether it's a lot or just like 10 people over the whole entire country. But people are saying we're checking our ballots, and it's saying some of them are saying they've been received and then they're getting rejected afterwards for certain reasons. It's all a bit dodgy. Also, although they got counted, or originally they used Starlink to upload the results to a central place, and people are saying, hello, this is because apparently some of those numbers are not adding up, like the stuff that's put in and the stuff that's come out the other end. Yeah, they use Starlink to transfer the data.
Oh, brilliant. Actually,
I don't know. And Elon was saying he had an algorithm that predicted, or that told him what was going on before the election, and Trump's like, oh yeah, we've got it all sorted.
We've already got the votes. Whatever.
Well, he says it's all good. We've all sorted already.
Oh, brilliant. Well,
I don't know. It's just you take little bits of snippets and you put it together in like a patchwork of stuff to come out with whatever you come out with. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust the American elections are. We've spoke about this before, but there's. I remember what he's. Once again, don't know his name, but he's an international observer who's gone around various countries, especially like South America, and they said they would, like countries, South American countries would never accept the way the Americans do voting. They would be like, this is just open to fraud all over the place. Because they've been under elections that are so much fraudulent. They're so much more tighter on like observing it and count, making sure everything's done properly. And the way the Americans do it is apparently is wide open to just fuckery.
Yeah, definitely.
It's weird, isn't it? It's like America's a first world, third world country, isn't it?
Yeah.
In lots of aspects.
The most corrupt country, well, at least as...
No, it's not the most. There's plenty of corrupt countries. I'm not sure America's more corrupt than, let's say, Russia.
Well, as corrupt
in the sense of... It's different, though. It's a different sort of corruption, isn't it? It's legal corruption. Whereas Russia's like
still corruption.
Illegal
Don't
corruption.
Be fucking stupid. Yeah. Just because it's legal, it doesn't mean...
I'm just being dumb.
You are.
But you know what I mean? It feels different.
Not to me.
Because they've passed laws to be corrupt.
It feels worse. It's like, it's supposed to be alright, but it ain't, It's more of a...
Well, I think...
Russia, you understand that if you don't support whoever, you're going to die. But...
no. Because if they've passed laws, then technically you could benefit from the corruption if you can get in there to use the laws in your favour. Whereas in Russia, if you try and do that, they'll just take you down the back alley and feed you to the pigs.
They do that in America.
I know.
They do. It's
not the same.
I think it is. You don't think it is? I think it is.
No, I think it feels different. It feels like a different type of corruption. Like British corruption.
I appreciate
British corruption
you have
feels different to Russian corruption.
Ours is old corruption.
I don't know we're any more corrupted than other countries. What are you going on about?
I will be careful. This is for entertainment purposes only. Yes, we are.
Why?
Because we don't have a democracy at all. It's completely...
Well, who does?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
What country does have a democracy?
Probably Kazakhstan or something. I don't know.
Probably do. No, they
Sweden,
don't.
Maybe. Sweden. Norway.
Some of the Nordic countries probably more democratic. Yeah. Well, they're probably not. They're probably the same as us. It's just France,
Israel.
Their politicians maybe
only.
Some of the Nordic countries, because they spend a lot of money helping their people, don't they?
We can probably get electrocuted for our microphones from Tel Aviv.
Jesus. Oh, they just drop a bomb on us and be like, oh, sorry, they probably had weapons factories in their basement. We haven't got a basement. Yeah, I'm sure it was there. I'm sure they've got a basement now because the bomb blew a hole in it.
Yeah. Prove you haven't got a basement. Yeah.
Anyway, what do you think about some of Trump's picks? Have you seen anything for his cabinet?
I think it's funny. I think
it's going to work?
I don't think it can be any worse than anybody else. I don't know. It's bizarre.
Of course it can be worse. That's a stupid statement. Things can be worse.
I don't. They're all right. I say this.
They're all corrupt, but it doesn't. There's different levels of fuck around and find out. Well, because there is.
He's just being like, maybe, like, I'm not supporting Trump or anything like that, right? He's just being maybe transparent instead of putting someone there.
Yeah. Okay,
like, pretending that someone's good. He's just going, actually, this is a shitbag, and he's like, fucking Gertz or whatever. The people that are like anti-women, that kind of like some weird, and like the Fox News presenter. They're saying he's a Fox News presenter. It's like almost like they're just putting a Fox News anchor as a defense secretary, but he's like from Harvard and shit like that, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I'm just saying, who's qualified to run these governments? No one. I don't know. But come on, what's your opinion on them?
I don't know.
If you're American, like, I mean, you'd be like, oh, fucking hell.
Well, I wouldn't have. There would be no one there for me to vote for because I don't.
People they're so they seem to be so Republic Democrats, but
the split is so wide.
They're almost the same. Yeah, but they're like the same.
People they've split the country, and it's such a vitriol between both of them. There's no coming together anywhere.
Definitely north and south, isn't it? It's not. Yeah. I mean, like,
it's not north and south, but it feels like they're so split, and this is just making it worse. And some of the stuff you got what's it called, RFK saying he wants to stop food, like the food stuff would be good if they can implement that for just people, because people should have better food.
Yeah.
And he's gonna. People say everyone calls him an anti-vaxxer, but he would say he's not against vaccines. He just wants them tested properly. If they implement that, that'll have far-ranging consequences.
Good luck not getting
across
shot
the world. Yeah, I mean the chance of him pulling it off's probably nil. I don't know. I don't really think Trump's saying he's going to scrap the the Board of Education. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
You shouldn't really scrap a Board of Education, but maybe obviously changing it.
Well, he's just going to get rid of it, and then so I suppose every state funds their own education, which is not going. Ultimately, I don't know if that's a good idea.
They set their own
whatever's the stand. There's no set standards across the country.
Then there's less control. I think that's a good idea.
Well, no, because a lot of it's going to come down to funding, isn't it? And who can afford to pay for schooling and who can't. If you've got no state-run schools, then there's going to be some people who aren't going to be going to school or aren't going to be able to afford to go to school.
The idea is there'll be no state-run schools. Well,
if there's no Board of Education, you've got no. I don't know. This is just my thoughts from just hearing about it, but it doesn't seem like a good idea not to have some sort of.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
Cohesive.
Yeah.
We're going back to before Victorian times where no one went to school.
It's a little bit like saying I'm getting rid of the defence department.
Yeah.
A little bit, isn't it?
It's just, along that sort of thing.
Offence department, whatever you want to call it. Well, it is, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know if he's going to do it, but it sounds a bit dumb to me. I mean, maybe reform it and I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be, reform.
He's put the bloke. He's put his foreign bloke. Is he the ambassador to Israel? Is it him, or is he like a foreign thing who's basically said before that Palestine doesn't exist? Israel's there because it's in the Bible. I mean, that's not a good appointment. It's not a good appointment, is it? Really, it just shows you that war's just going to go on probably until and become even worse. Probably, we don't know for sure, but. It's not a good outlook. We have to wait and see, don't we? Tariffs, are they a good idea? People are saying they're good. They're probably not a good idea. The level he wants to do them. It's fine if you've got the infrastructure in your country already to make shit, but America hasn't.
Well, it has really.
It hasn't. It hasn't got the infrastructure there. That's why it's all done in a different country. They shipped a load of it out.
Potential for the infrastructure.
Yeah, but that's no good, is it?
The UK, isn't it? Where we've shipped out all the industry.
But if you say, we want to make stuff in, let's use Britain. I want to make stuff in Britain, so we're going to put tariffs on everything that comes into Britain. It's like, that's fine, great, but we can't make stuff in Britain until you put that infrastructure in, which can it's going to take years and years.
Yeah, but that's the point, isn't it? Like, you so that you create jobs, etc.
Yeah, but it's not
like
going to
Detroit car factories and shit like that. I mean, that is the point, isn't it? That's
it is the point, but that doesn't work. You don't just turn up one day and say, they're going to have factories. We're putting tariffs on, so let's get our American factories. It takes time to build a factory and get it working.
It's doing a negative thing. You need to do like a positive thing. Build the factories and compete on the the international market, and then maybe put your tariffs in and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that. You can't just do a knee jerk. I don't think, or maybe you can.
And plus, lots of components to build stuff. America can't produce them, or there's going to be stuff that comes from outside. So
also
it seems a bit silly. Yes, and deporting all your workforce. Not all your workforce, but some of your workforce.
A lot of your workforce.
They want to deport 1 million people a year, or where are they going to put them? Those FEMA camps that they built already seem going to come in handy, aren't they? And then do you know what happens? They got all these people in FEMA camps before they get deported, and they'll be like, they're costing us quite a lot of money to feed them and keep them warm and give them shoes and clothes and stuff. Should we? Maybe we can cut this down. How do we do that? Well, probably get rid of some of them. How do you do that? Well, we can't deport them, so the slippery slope, Rick. It's a slippery slope.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
No, it's not. This is a slippery slope that could happen.
Yes.
There are there's just some extreme people around him.
There is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He might. I don't know whether he is that extreme, but there's certainly
quite scary.
Some scary people who.
Well, that's what I thought. that's almost like the plan again, like in this country with the issue, that they're creating with immigration, etc. It's when you get another party or come in,
but that's not the party that's in power now. They're not that sort of thing. If we potentially, the Tories have stayed in, or the other fucking
Reform.
dumbass party, got in, then they'd quite could quite easily go down that sort of route.
Well, can I say, I am a socialist, but if I mean, I don't really see our government as socialist because they ain't being a socialist. But if there are elements that can be in, like, the Labour Party that can end up go so far round whatever becomes very far left wing. All right, okay, I'm going to say like socialist gulags, etc. Like Soviet Union, which we've technically got a socialist government in. We haven't. I'm just saying. It can happen here. Don't say it can't happen here.
I didn't say it couldn't happen here.
That's what I'm saying. Because of the amount of the governments and stuff in Europe that right wing getting voted in and stuff like that. There's a lot of support. I don't know.
No, I don't see that.
But it must be. It's possible. So just
okay.
That's all. I'm just saying. If it can happen anywhere, it can happen anywhere.
Well, yeah, it could.
If it can happen in America, it can definitely happen anywhere, can't it? If it does.
Yes.
And who would stop it? It just, I don't know, it makes you feel sick, really, doesn't it?
Just some of the policies are
sick,
a bit.
Think about it. Actually, physically sick a bit.
Because it could, if you're trying to deport all these people, you've got to move them to you've got to hold them somewhere, and then you're holding them, and it's costing you lots of money, and it's all a waste of money because that's what people think about immigrants. They're a waste of money, and then that's it's a slippery slope to instead of. It's going to take all these months or whatever, and we're spending billions to feed them and house them and clothe them and give them heating.
Go well at all, because there'll be a lot of people, immigrants, that'll have guns as well, etc. And there'll be a lot of people that want to. It'll be like maybe like again Civil War people with the freeing the slaves, etc. I know that was
I've heard part some of stories of like let's call it buyer's remorse, where people have voted for Trump's policies, and it's the get rid of immigrants, and people have been like, well, one story I heard was a man saying about he's speaking to his daughter, obviously the older man, his wife's got Alzheimer's, and he's got he's got like around the clock care for his wife, but they're immigrants, but they're naturalized, they've got like green cards or whatever, and he's like, surely. He's listened to the news, and they're like, potentially they could be, because they were, I don't know whoever he was, talking about denaturalizing them. That's not the word, is it? Like, people who have come from another country and they're in America, and they've sort of got American citizen, but they're talking about now taking away their citizenship and sending them back, like as part of a thing. And he's like, well, surely that won't happen to the people looking after a wife. It's like, well, it could happen to him. And he's like, fuck, maybe I made a mistake here. And there's other people they're like the Affordable Care Act or whatever. They didn't realise it's the Obamacare. So Trump's saying, I'm going to get rid of Obamacare. And everyone's like, yeah, get rid of Obamacare. It's like socialist thing. And then people are now realising they voted to get rid of healthcare for themselves because it's the Affordable Care Act, and people are like, oh, we were lied to. Well, no, you just didn't. People were telling you this. I don't know how big a amount of people it is, because it always gets blown out of proportions and that. But I think there's a lot of people. If what he says he's going to do is going to get pushed through, are going to be upset, and but I don't know. You have to wait and see. Some of it might all turn out great. America might be great again, and then the world could be in trouble, I think.
What if America's great again?
I think if Trump makes America great the way he wants it to be, I think the world might be in trouble if he decides.
What are they going to do? March around the world? They're already everywhere anyway.
No, but I think it could be more intrusive. You know what I mean?
What, like actually, like American troops on London streets, sort of thing?
I don't London.
Well, because
I don't know. I just. Projection of power. I know they do it already, but it could be more. It's been, despite it's been there, it's been a sort of I'm going to say subtle. It's not subtle, but you know what I mean? Whereas a make America great, America first type of military protection is like an old British Empire type of protection, if you know what I mean.
Let's make Mexico safe again, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's sort.
We need to get rid of the cartels in Mexico to start.
Well, they've already said that, haven't they?
Well, they probably do need to get rid of the cartels.
Yeah, they probably do need to do something.
Someone does,
but it feels slightly, because of the way it's leaning towards the right wing, isn't it?
You feel like there's a dark shadow over America, like a
no, I'm not that. I just, if it, say he makes America great, and then America's great, and then a country like that is voracious for commodities. So he's
like
putting tariffs and everything, but then it'd be like, oh, I don't need to put tariffs. We just need to go and get that stuff. Whereas American power around the world would almost be subtle, so they'd engineer a war or engineer an upset or make people fight to steal the resources. It would be a more direct.
Anyway,
just saying, more direct. Like, we're just going to send our carriers there. Our forces are going to invade. This is now going to be our territory. That sort of power. Yeah. It's like a more direct. I'm not saying that's any better. It just feels. It feels
I
more.
I don't know if countries can do that these days. Maybe I don't.
Of course, it could.
Because
I think if there is a country that could do it, America's it. They just don't, because it looks bad. But if you've got make America great, then anybody else is just inferior, isn't it?
Right. So if they're just overtly bad, then it doesn't matter. Is that what you mean?
I'm not talking about good or bad. It's just doing shit overtly because they are the best and everyone else is beneath them. So if they want to take your land, like the British Empire
Germany
used to do, and whatever,
any empire,
and in a modern context, it just feels fucking horrible.
What did the Romans ever do for us, eh?
Exactly. From roads, sewers.
I'm still waiting for my reparations.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, there was another thought in my head, but it's gone now.
Yeah. Literally one thought. It was
smooth brained. Fucking smooth brain, mate.
Smooth brained.
So it was something to do with beyond making America great.
Brained.
Got anything, bro?
Smooth brained.
Any other thoughts?
What about America? America.
Whatever you want.
I did have something. Okay. No, not really. What, all this stuff we're talking about?
Yeah. What about crypto? How's your crypto going?
I need you to tell me about your you went on a festival. You went to a festival, didn't you?
I did. You was meant to go, but your face spazzed up.
It was literally, it was a couple of weeks.
Only a couple of days, like a weekend.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Didn't you partake in something?
Mushrooms?
For the first time you done mushrooms? Was it the first time you done mushrooms?
Yeah.
That you can recall? Or did it have any, did it heal your depression or anything?
I don't get depression.
That healed it then? Well, great. Another story of someone being healed of depression.
Yeah.
By mushrooms.
I've got no longer got depression.
Brilliant.
I didn't have depression. It was good.
Okay.
It's like music.
Cool. I was
drinking.
Absolutely gutted. Yeah, whatever. I can drink. Yeah, it was great. Whatever.
Yeah, I've got no stories for you from that, bro. It was just a nice time.
I thought you might have had some nice, like, psychedelic, like.
Nah.
Like,
I didn't take enough, I don't think.
I went to a zoo the other day and it was brilliant. Just thought,
Was it?
It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I can't remember
where
it was. It was in I can't remember what the bloody zoo was called.
Africa.
It was in Kent. No, it's a wildlife park.
Kenya.
It was Kent. And it was what was it? It was called Western or something like that.
It wasn't a zoo. It was more of a wildlife park with a bit bigger areas for the animals to roam in. It wasn't like caged animals in a.
There were.
It wasn't like a lion in a 12-foot cage pacing up and down.
No, he was pacing up and down. Yeah, but he'd been rescued from a zoo rescued from a circus in France. Okay. But the enclosure was big, but it was just for him. So it was a big enclosure. It was so well clean and.
That's what I mean. The animals had when you think of zoos, you just think of like these little cages with an animal.
London Zoo shit.
It's more.
London Zoo. Yeah, it was
old, isn't it?
Yeah, the animal could tell the whole place looked clean and. I think all the enclosures were new.
They don't have a lot of like big animals at London Zoo anymore because they haven't got the space. I think they got rid of most of them, haven't they? Like probably, the big animals. But elephants. Got like elephants there anymore. Do they have giraffes there still?
I'm not sure.
I haven't been to London Zoo for 20 years probably, but
it was called. I've got to find out what this bloody place was called now. Wingham Wingham Wildlife Park in Kent,
Okay.
UK, near Canterbury. It's absolutely fantastic, like gorillas and wolves. We got the first thing in the morning, and all the animals are like after their food. For the wolves were like going, oh, and the lion was going, oh, and like when you were like close to the, well, not even didn't have to be close to the cage, but you could feel the vibration of the lion. You know, like it's raw. The lion's raw. It's like wow, you can actually feel that. Gorillas, you had all the old chimpanzee enclosure was absolutely huge. Absolutely brilliant. The little chimps, the big chimps, and orangutans, and all the hanging stuff, and ostriches. And I come up then so I got quite excited about this. There's a couple of cages with like bigger cats, like jaguar, and it was like there's this glass panel, and so you could see inside where it sleeps. You know, its thing, and it was lying there, just like lying there.
Lying down?
There. No, just like lying there, like sleeping.
Oh wow!
I was just like,
an animal was lying down.
No, but like sleeping. You were literally like inches away from this animal,
Yeah.
and I looked down because it was sleeping. It just looked up, and this jaguar looked me straight in the eye, and just like laid back down, went back to sleep. Like didn't give a shit that you were there, but just like this.
I had the same experience the other day. I was getting out of my vehicle, and this pigeon was there, and it looked me straight in the eye. That is a wild animal.
Oh,
that looked me right in the eye.
Your pigeon. Did you know that pigeons used to be apparently domesticated in the UK? Used to be like cats as pets.
And but all pigeons. Well, and then they escaped and became wild.
No, because people started to realise. Well, people decided they didn't want pigeons shitting all over their house, and they like chucked them all out. And then like basically because pigeons are so used to being this is a story I heard. I don't know how true it is. That's why there's so many pigeons in London. That people just like, no, we don't want pigeons in our houses anymore because they like spread disease and stuff like that. So that all the pigeons that were chucked out, just like don't know what the fuck to do now, and they just like meandered about. So that's why pigeons don't know how to build proper nests because they were never meant to be wild or whatever.
But where did they come from then?
I fuck knows. I don't know. I'm just telling you the story I heard. That's why they don't. You never see
come off the ark
pigeon nest
straight into people's houses.
This is a story I saw probably on. That wasn't on TikTok. I don't know what it was.
So are they not real birds? Are they genetically engineered?
I don't know. They just like come from domesticated.
In a vat.
Like if we chucked our cats out now, they'd still be in, I don't know, 200 years. Just be like, fuck, don't know what to do. Like,
they wouldn't. Cats aren't like that.
Cats are brilliant.
Most cats would just be all right. If you chuck a dog out, it dies because it's stupid.
Yeah, literally in the garden.
I know, like dogs. A lot of dogs, if you leave them in the wild, they just die because they're not wild animals.
Well,
domesticated dogs.
I took it for a walk.
Your dog?
Earlier. My dog. I took it my little Jack Russell thing. I took it for a walk earlier, and I was coming back, and I was under I got like a flyover, a little bit of road, a path there, and he decided to zoom me around me. You know, when they're fucking going nuts.
Yeah.
I want his lead going around in circles. What, you're going to get me killed by the road? I'm like, what are you doing? He literally
was chasing a pigeon.
There was nothing there. He just.
Are you sure? Maybe you just didn't see it.
Oh, there was obviously something, whatever. We got so excited, just like, oh, you mental. Funny, I was laughing afterwards. So I thought I was going to die. That's my paranormal experience today. Yeah, no, I know. I bought a new book on spells, which I'm going to try out at some point.
What spells are in it?
Loads. Really good. It's really good.
What spell are you going to try first?
Get rid of generational demon spell.
Okay.
That one. I will like some. I don't know.
What's it called? What's the book called?
I remember. I'll get it out for next one. I'll bring it down here, and I can't remember any of it. It's good.
Terrible. I don't remember any names. We remember nothing.
I can't remember shit now. Like I don't know. This is wonged my brain up as well. My seventh cranial nerve thing.
I'm not sure it was any good before.
It wasn't. It's just particularly shit now.
Okay. Anyway, should we call this one a day? Because first time back, give you a rest. Don't want you talking too long.
I know. Otherwise, I'll be like.
We will return before 2 months have elapsed.
That's brilliant. So we're never going to say next week again, are we? What was that? Episode 107, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully we'll be back next week, but we never know. But it won't be 2 months.
It definitely won't be 2 months. No, we'll be back. We'll be back.
Well, if you like this show or didn't like this show, share it wherever, and drop us a follow on social medias for the Big Conspire. You can send us a message.
Send us a postcard.
You can send us a message if you want on bigconspire@hotmail.com if you've got any comments, questions, or whatever.
Any medical advice on how to cure?
Yeah, that would be most helpful.
Would be, because I want to smile again.
Anyway,
Pardon me.
From us, see you later. Bye.
Bye.
There's no sign